Is COVID threatening your vacation?
Welcome to Brett and Eric Discuss.
If COVID is threatening your vacation, you can still get away. Today we're going to discuss how do you make the most of vacation during COVID?
Well, Eric, there's a few different choices you have. You can have like basic road trips versus an airline trip. Road trips can be very much at home in regards to it's a stay vacation where you're just making short trips, or you're actually maybe going camping. You know, considerations are gasoline.
It's cheap right now, right?
It's cheap. There's a lot of availability, for a vacation. However, if you're stopping a lot, where are you going in your health issues?
Right.
What are you touching? Where are you eating? Where are you going to the bathroom with the children? Versus an airline. The airlines have been pummeled during this situation. Man. But are they actually attacking the cleanliness and the safetiness maybe better?
It could be, yeah. I mean, maybe they're more structured about it, right?
Sure, because they're one organization trying to structure the airplane and the airport, where when you go on a vacation, that structure has to come from us,
right,
who is the traveler. And we have to be the ones overseeing the security and the health for our children and our fellow travelers.
Yeah. I have not flown since the quarantine started. Actually, not since January of this year. And I fly a lot, as you know, executive platinum on a particular airline last year. And I'm still anxious. And the reason I'm anxious about air travel is that there are so many contact points that you almost can't avoid when you travel by air. I'm really cautious and a bit of a germaphobe, not maybe as much as some people, but between the buses that get you from parking lots to the airport, the trams and other rails within the airport going from the main terminal to your gate, the seating areas, the places where you get tickets and hand tickets if you stop to get a bag of pretzels before you get on the airplane, or a drink, the restrooms. And there are so many people now. I'm sure there's a lot less right now, but there are so many people at airports that I think about the propensity to possibly have contact with someone that has it. And it is unnerving to me. I know people. My neighbor still flies almost weekly, and he hasn't had any issues. Yeah. But boy, it makes me nervous, right?
And
so
for good
I'm a
reason.
fan of a road trip. Cheap gas. It's a great time to have a road trip.
Lock the family in the car and just go for it. Enjoy the experience.
Exactly.
We've seen a few movies about that over time.
Yeah, I love the National Lampoon's road trip movies. Those are great. Classic.
That's almost the way you got to look at it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as whether you're looking at a hotel or a rental of a condo. Now, aren't you going on a vacation here soon?
Yeah, actually we are. I didn't want to. If you asked me in April, man, I was upset about it. I really, really didn't want to, because I was very, very nervous about the unknown related to COVID. And I think a lot of people were. We're learning a lot every single day, the doctors and the scientists, and I feel like we're making a lot of progress. The viral load seems to be a big issue, so close contact, lack of social distancing, not wearing a mask, those types of things really make me uneasy. So we're actually renting a condo, and that basically means it's just our family unit for a week, aside from a trip to the grocery store, which we'd have to make if we stayed home anyway. So, we're going to do it, and we're going to try to keep a lot of distance from people at the beach. We're not going to do the putt-putt golf. We're not going to do the amusement park or the arcade, because we want to stay away from the crowds. But we are going to go relax at the beach, and I think we'll be okay as we would be if we stayed home. How about you, Brett? Are you going on a vacation this year?
Yeah, later this year, my wife and I are thinking of going south around Thanksgiving, and we're probably going to stay in a hotel. My attitude is I'm going to go in and I'm going to clean it from top to bottom. I'll have that done in 20 minutes. The air exchange where the air comes in, maybe I'll tape some form of like an air conditioning screen over that.
Filter or something, right?
Yeah, filter. So if there's any droplets that are going to come in that would attack us, I'll try to get them first.
Yeah.
And again, as you say, you're at the pool, you just stay away from people.
Yeah,
I can't, you can't sit in the sun all the time anyhow. So go sit where the shade is, because most of the people aren't there.
that's right. Yeah.
Just enjoy your time. It's relaxation. We're both working. We just want to get away. So we're looking at that. We haven't rented a condo like you have before, so we haven't gone down that road. Don't really know that as well as the hotel route. So we're going to try it. So we're going to have to circle back and see how the two trips worked out.
Ah, that's great. Well, I tell you, if you embrace your inner introvert while you're on vacation, stay away from the crowds. Don't be an extrovert. Don't go make a bunch of new friends and get up in their face and have too many drinks. I think that's probably a good idea as well. So be careful when you're there. I know we will, but please be careful and try to get a room where you won't be walking past 100 people every day to leave your room as well. So.
Well, hopefully in a hotel they'll be aware of the social distancing, trying to spread the guests out, because likely they're not going to be full capacity. Hopefully they'll have the little dots on the ground like every other business has, where you go to the home improvement store, you go to the grocery store.
Keep the lines further apart, yeah.
Now you at a rental may have more of a difficult time with that, because it's a privately owned environment. Will there be dots there or not? And then that's something that you guys are going to have to come up with. But again, you get to control it. It's something that you can design how you want to do that. Good point.
Are you going to swim?
I hadn't thought about that. I did talk about trying to social distance at the pool. I guess, I don't know, public pools have a lot of chlorine in them.
That's true.
Will that help? Will that help? But a lot of people are swimming, and unfortunately saliva and stuff comes out of their mouth as they're breathing and they're swimming. Does the chlorine kill all that or not? I haven't read any articles that is definitive on that topic.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Yes, it kills it, or no, it's going to be a problem. I guess they're talking about higher level issues. They haven't gotten to that granular at this point.
I think the rules are going to be like city by city, region by region, state by state. CDC has guidelines. I don't think they publish rules. There are going to be some places where pools just aren't even open because the proprietor, whoever owns the pool, doesn't want to take the risk, right? So just pay attention before you go on vacation, I guess, and make sure you know what the rules are going to be about pool usage, and you're prepared to handle it, whatever comes up.
Eric, that's a good point. If you're going to have a vacation, you're going to spend the time, and you're taking kids, you need to occupy them. So you should call ahead and see if the pool is open.
Yeah.
Is there a limit on the numbers?
Right.
6 feet required inside the pool. You can't have little tape dots on the bottom of a pool.
No,
but
kids won't pay attention to that anyway.
Kids won't pay attention. But you should call and find out. That's a very good point.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys have any other ideas about pools, if any other thoughts, please comment. We'd love to have a discussion about it. We'd love to hear your thoughts. I think it's an interesting topic. It's something I still haven't wrapped my head around yet. But, in either case, we'll find a way to have fun on vacation, even if we aren't using the pool.
Avoid those amusement parks and arcades, as you said earlier.
Yeah, big crowds, kids running by you, right? You can't
touching everything.
I mean, it's literally the point of an arcade, right? You just walk up to a machine and touch it. So,
that's true.
Unless you are incredibly diligent with sanitary wipes and things that can sanitize things, yeah, I don't know. I'm staying away from the arcades and the amusement parks.
And the other thing is, look around, be aware of the other people in your environment. Do people have any symptoms? Are people coughing? Are they sneezing? Good. That was real good, Eric. Thank you for that visual. But, if people are doing that in your environment, you got to be aware of it and move.
Yeah.
Maybe you're at the pool, you're going to have to move, or you're at the beach and you need to move down. But be aware of that. If people look like they're not well, avoid them, and then kind of self-quarantine your family away from people.
Yeah, and there's still a debate. I mean, I've read a lot of news about, can you transmit this when you're asymptomatic, meaning you don't have any symptoms yet? And I think that the reality of it is you probably can, but it seems like the viral load that you have and that you spread will be so much smaller that the risk is lower. But to Brett's point, If you're ill, if you don't feel well, even if you don't know if it's COVID, stay home. Don't go on vacation and spread this to everybody else. Quarantine until you know what it is. The airline industry, the travel agencies and things like that, they recognize that this is a weird time, and I think they're going to be a lot more flexible with people. They would rather get your money 2 weeks later and get your money than to not get your money at all. So yeah, if you're not feeling well, just please don't come out with people that are still healthy.
Good point. And if you are taking a road trip, AAA always says, to take care of the basics: tire pressure, insurance, the routine of your maintenance prior to going. Take sunscreen, bug spray.
Yeah.
Take plenty of water. Be hydrated when you're out there traveling, and know where that your rest stops are going to be, and make sure you're prepared to make sure that they're clean enough as your family unit, is touching everything and what they're going to do. So
yeah,
just use common sense when you're out there.
Yeah, that's a great point, Brett. You don't want to forget the basics, right? Like the basics of any road trip or any vacation. So medications, you want to remember to bring those as well. So to summarize, we're getting a little long in the video here. It's probably the best time ever for a road trip, right? At least in the recent history. Gas is cheap. Airlines, I don't know. I mean, they're inexpensive right now, but the jury is out as to whether they're very safe or not. I'm personally not comfortable with that, so I like road trips. Hotels, I think Brett made some great points. They're okay if you can maintain social distance and do something about the airflow. But a vacation rental may be better for some. If you can truly rent a house and you're completely social distance from everybody else, go inside, sanitize it, and enjoy your trip. Pools, let's talk about it. We'd love to hear your comments about pools, but I think we've got to be careful about that. And then the ability to social distance, that's always a key thing. And then places with lots of crowds, just be careful. Be really careful with lots of crowds. If you're feeling sick, stay home. You really, really should stay home, that you don't put other people at risk. And then don't forget, as Brett said, your basic travel preparedness. AAA has lots of good lists for vacation travel on their website, so check that out.
And these points aren't prescriptive. It's up to you to decide how comfortable you are with what we've talked about. Basically, wash your hands, wear masks, social distancing, wipe surfaces before and after you use them. Enjoy your vacation.
Yeah, let's keep the discussion going.
Thanks for watching. Hey, thanks for watching Brett and Eric discuss. We hope you enjoyed the video. If so, give us the thumbs up.
If you have any comments, we'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment down below.
Also, if you haven't already subscribed yet, please do so.
Next to that subscribe button is a notification bell. If you like these videos, ring that bell.